fellow road geeks. My name is Todd, and I am going to be covering the major and sometimes minor control cities of every 1- and 2-digit interstate highway in the nation. This episode will be on Interstate 4. This one I actually have been on a number of times and have in fact clinched, which if you're not in the community means I have driven the entire length of this highway. Welcome to my second episode. I look forward to cringing over the terrible graphics and whatnot that I have at this point. So let's start with eastbound I-4. I-4 begins in the city of Tampa at a junction with I-275. As we see here, I-4's control city throughout much of its length eastbound is Orlando, while 275 is splitting up north for Ocala, which of course it does not reach, but I-75 does. In Tampa, downtown Tampa, we see another pull-through sign for East Orlando when it has the crosstown tollway splitting off over here. And here we see the first sign of this series. I have a lot of these, and I'm hoping to find a lot more, preferably of better quality, but with Google Street View, you do what you can. This is the first control city list that we see on I-4. So we see McIntosh Road is the next exit, Lakeland is our secondary control, and Orlando is the primary as it remains. And then we see another one, County Highway 557, Lake Alfred, and Orlando still. Once we get to downtown Orlando, or just outside of downtown Orlando, 4 switches its eastbound control city to Daytona Beach, which is what it remains for the remainder of its short length. So here we see 4 at its end at I-95. We see the exit for I-95 north going to Jacksonville, and I-4 going to Orlando and Daytona Beach. Now let's take a look at westbound I-4. Westbound I-4 also has Orlando as a control city, but right now we're using it as a secondary control city, it seems. It seems that right from the get-go on I-4 that Tampa is going to be the primary control. Probably because I-4 enters the Orlando metro area so soon after it starts. It's basically, it starts at I-95 in Daytona Beach, and it goes through a little bit of swampland, and then boom, you're in the Orlando metro. So then we see in Orlando itself on the 408 sign, a sign for 4 West Tampa and 4 East Daytona Beach. And along I-4, I think this is kind of interesting the way I-4 does this. We have signs for the interstates that I-4 will soon be meeting, that it will be meeting I-75 to Naples or Ocala, and 275 to St. Petersburg. So that's kind of a control city, or 3 control cities, in fact, beyond its ultimate destination of Tampa. Here in the greater Disney World area, we see another just 4 West Tampa, while seeing various signs for Disney World, Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom. I do wish Disney World were actually like at least a secondary control on I-4. I feel like it should be, because Disney World itself, generates so much traffic on I-4. But I never saw any other than the immediate Disney World area. Well, while searching through this on Google Street View, I never saw Disney as a secondary control. And here's Lakeland again acting as a secondary control, with Tampa as our primary. Plant City is maybe our last secondary control before getting to Tampa. And we have another one of these nifty signs that I noted before. Junction 75, 7 miles away. Junction 275, 16 miles away. So I-4 is nearing its end here and is promoting cities that are further beyond its actual endpoint. Finally, we end here, West 4 to 275, Tampa International Airport, and St. Petersburg. So 4 is already in Tampa at this point, because it's meeting I-75 here. 4 is already in Tampa, and we're noting that 275, technically 275 South, goes to the airport and to St. Petersburg. And that completes the entire run of Interstate 4. It is not a long road. It is quite a bit more substantial than I-2, but I-5 is coming next. In I-5, there's going to be a whole lot more. In fact, I'm going to be splitting I-5 into a northbound video and a southbound video, since I-5 is such a substantial road, much more so than these first two. Anyway, thank you for watching Control City Freak. I'm Todd. Peace out.